Doug Mashman, 3309 Willow Creek Road. I didn't know we were going to have a little contest here tonight to see how long you've lived in Richfield. Just for the record, my family moved here during the Civil War, and I have recollections of town government back to the early 1950s. I don't think that really means anything, but it's a funny point here. In that history, and at my age, some things are starting to fade, but I remember a long tradition of nonpartisan local government. I know we're in a tough spot because of the recession. It was not caused at the town, long history of saying town instead of village. It was not caused at our level or even at the state level. And it is, as Reed said, a hotly dividing issue. And I would ask you not to take sides on this issue. A yes vote jumps into the fray and takes our focus away from the job that you have to do to deal with the recession and the economy as we have it. A no vote is very unclear of what that means. Could mean many different things. There's many different reasons for voting no on that resolution. So I would ask you, and I don't know where you are in the parliamentary procedure on that, but it would be my choice that you not even pick up the issue, do away with the issue, and don't have a vote on it at all. I think you've done a good job over the years, you and the boards that preceded you, in dealing with local issues, and I would like you to continue to focus on the local issues and not step out of that circle onto other things. Thank you.
Barb Hinckley, 1452 East Freeze Lake Drive. I would like to ask the board to refrain from a resolution supporting Governor Walker's budget, turning Richfield into the same us and them mentality in Madison. The present proposal sends a negative message to me as a Slinger High School educator. My voice is being ignored in Madison, and I now feel my opinion is of less value here as well. Why must I feel this way about my own neighborhood? Richfield Village must represent all its residents. Why alienate community members who are not Walkerville supporters? What purpose does this serve besides splitting our community? I cannot see the value of this resolution, and it is disappointing that my village board fails to realize how it could impact Richfield in a negative way. Thank you.
Good evening, Greg Galinsky, 4073 Hubertus Road, Hubertus, Wisconsin. I've been out of town in California and Arizona for the last 5 weeks, and I've heard rumblings of the discontent and divisive issues that Richfield citizens for responsible government have created in some people, but that is kind of dwarfed by what the Walker budget repair bills have done. Even out there, that is the press. There's nothing but what Walker's done, what the unions are doing to protest, and I really don't think that we should really get involved in that. Yet I don't want us to look like we're kowtowing to the unions or like if we're being pressured by the unions like M&I or other entities. I don't want it to appear that we're saying we're not going to back this because of this. I think we should just take a nonpartisan view on this. Just don't touch it. But kind of secretly support it, but just don't pass the resolution. Thank you.
Represents me from attending tonight's meeting, but I did want to add my support for Governor Walker's budget repair bill and urge our village board to vote in favor of this resolution. We in government have complained for many years about the inequities between public and private sector, but our hands have been tied by statute. I applaud Governor Walker and our elected representatives in both houses for having the courage to do something more than kick the can down the road. In the coming months, as your county board supervisor, I will be working hard to be fair to all. I am talking not only about preserving core services to those most in need, but also being fair to our valued public employees as we move forward in implementing long overdue changes. Let me add, I am proud to be a part of our community, and I hope to soon have bragging rights that our village board supports Governor Walker in the budget repair bill. Thank you for your support, Bill Myers, County Board Supervisor, District 24. John. Thank you for standing up for us and supporting Governor Walker's budget repair bill. Signed, Don and Mary Krieger, Richfield. Number 4, I was very disappointed to read the recent press release in regards to Walker's budget repair bill and the village board's support of it. As someone who grew up in Richfield, moved away for college, and returned to purchase my own home within the village of Richfield, it saddens me that a town I have loved for so many years supports such a bill. It saddens me as both a citizen and as a teacher at Richfield Elementary School. If the recent spaghetti dinner held at Richfield School past Thursday is any indication of the appreciation and support of the dedicated staff within the Richfield School District, I can't imagine the majority of citizens in the Colgate, Hubertus, and Richfield areas are in favor of this bill and what it will do to the school districts all over Wisconsin. In a time where teachers are seen as the bad guys, I felt nothing but compassion and appreciation from that evening from my fellow citizens. Michelle Harlemeyer. Dear Mr. Jeffords and Mr. Shulman, it came to our attention that the village board will vote on a resolution in support of Governor Walker's budget repair bill. We are residents of the village of Richfield and are totally in favor of fiscal responsibility. However, we find it inappropriate and improper for our village board to proceed with this resolution. While it is true that the majority of Richfield residents voted for Scott Walker, it is not true that everyone agrees with the actions he took in pushing through his budget repair bill. There are citizens in Richfield who are teachers or whose children or grandchildren are teachers. There are citizens in Richfield who themselves or loved ones are state employees. There are citizens in Richfield who have jobs in non-state union jobs. These past several weeks have been emotionally charged and divisive. We believe that to continue your plans on this resolution would only serve to further divide the citizenship of our wonderful community. It is your duty as elected civic leaders to make decisions that improve our community, and this resolution serves no such purpose. If possible, we would like these comments read upon upcoming village board meeting. Sincerely, Michael and Amy Myers, 1120 Platte Road, Hubertus, Wisconsin. I would like to express my concern over the proposal to vote to support Scott Walker's budget repair bill. Several items in this bill concern me, as the removal of Medicare provisions and removal of collective bargaining union rights. Do you consider it to be good leadership to put our 37 union heating and cooling plants across the state up for sale as no bid contracts? This bill seems to be more of a power grab bill than a budget repair bill. I believe taking this action by the government of Richfield would be divisive since it does not speak for everyone. Please reconsider your decision. Thank you, Julie Davey, Richfield resident. Last one. Dear Mr. Shulman and Mr. Jeffords, we read in the West Bend News this morning that the village of Richfield will be officially backing Scott Walker's bill, Senate Bill 11. 3 words, way to go. Thank you for leading the way for other communities in Wisconsin to make statements for the silent majority who voted for Scott Walker and are currently witnessing his fulfillment of his campaign promises to reduce the Wisconsin budget deficit. This same majority of people who knows they don't have to walk the streets of Madison and trample the Capitol to make their statement. That statement was made when they voted Scott Walker in as their governor. We commend you for your actions and for recognizing your community as the fiscal conservatives you know they are. We are proud of our neighbors in the village of Richfield and stand by you in the hopes that the city of West Bend and other communities will follow suit. Sincerely, Jim and Ginny Maziarka, 3583 Starlight Drive, West Bend, Wisconsin.